5 ways to increase your body confidence. Hello ladies, thanks for tuning in. Before we start, please like and subscribe, and don't forget that tomorrow I will host a free webinar to teach you how to become more body confident. We're gonna go deep and you'll be able to ask me anything. So I want you to check the link in my description box to register. You need to know that the webinar hosting platform that I'm using doesn't allow me to have as many people as I want to. So this is why spots are extremely limited. So if you really want to secure your spot, the best thing that you can do is register now. And if you aren't available tomorrow, well, I will have another webinar on Saturday for those of you who live in North America, because I know that, with the time difference, it can be difficult and I don't want you to miss anything because this is a bomb webinar. I had one yesterday and so many women found great value in it. And also I still have 2 spots available for my body confidence retreat in Paris. So yeah, if you don't know it, I decided to open more spots because I have new followers now and some of you need it. And I know that this is the foundation of femininity. So if you don't work on your body confidence, you'll never be feminine. So if right now you have been trying tactics here and there that you see online, but you don't see great results, it's because you aren't working on your foundations. So my retreat will be about working on the foundations. Don't worry, you're gonna get all the details you need when you join my webinar anyway. And I'm gonna chat about it, and you're gonna have tons of info on how to become more body confident. So today we're gonna focus on the things that you can do to increase your self-esteem. And by the way, have you seen my shirt? So for those of you who don't know it, initially when I started my Instagram page, I was selling those shirts and I wanted to empower women. And little by little, some of you started to come to me and ask me to coach them because they were getting incredible results. And yeah, this is how it started. But initially, this page was just for me to sell those shirts. And in between those posts, I would share femininity tips to act like the prize when dating, and I will teach women how to magnetize masculine men. And yeah, so this is crazy, and it was just 2 years ago. Now you know a little bit more about me because I know that I'm getting new subscribers every day, which is awesome. So thank you. So let's talk about the things that you need to do to be more confident and increase your self-esteem. The first thing that you need to do is that you need to buy clothes that make you feel fabulous. And the reason why I say that is in many cases, you feel like you don't look great because you don't know how to pick clothes that make you look wonderful. Listen, clothes change a lot your appearance and they change a lot your proportions. So you need to know what are the right proportions for you. You need to know how to dress for your unique body, and it doesn't have to be hard and long, and doesn't mean that you need to become, a stylist and spend 2 years in a fashion school. Okay, so there are ways for you to optimize how you dress and to make the things that we like about you even more beautiful. And this is something that I teach actually in my retreat. I teach you how to dress for unique body type, and also, when it comes to your color palette and all of that. One thing with clothes is you also need to pay attention to your lingerie. Listen, you don't know it, but most celebrities that you see and you feel like, oh my God, she looks so bomb and all of that, they wear the right underwear as well. The underwear you pick change a lot your appearance. So for example, some underwears will flatten your butt and others will make your butt look rounder. So this is something that you need to pay attention to, especially if you tend to wear tight clothes. You need to make sure that you're wearing great underwear that shape your body gracefully. And also when it comes to your bra, well, if you have a big chest, you need to make sure that you're getting the support that you need, and you need to experiment a little bit and find out what works for you. What I want you to do is that I want you to understand that it's okay to ask for help. I have coaches myself, I hire coaches when I need them, and it's awesome and it feels so wonderful to have someone that takes care of you. You know that every time you're gonna have an issue and a challenge, they're there to support you because they have the experience and the knowledge, and they've been there before and they have studied the craft and all of that. So yeah, don't hesitate to hire a coach. If there is a lingerie coach that you see and you have been wondering if this could be a great investment for you, yes, it is. Don't hesitate to hire coaches when you need them, or seek therapy if you struggle with trauma. Okay, there is someone to help you, and you aren't a failure because you ask for help. Far from it. Amazing people ask for help because they know that they can't do it all by themselves, and it takes a village to raise a kid. And remember that you are a kid, but you just have a bigger body, but the soul is still a child. Okay, the thing that I want to mention when it comes to you being a child is like, this is the ultimate level of femininity that you're gonna reach. So basically, you're gonna know that you reach a high level of femininity when you're gonna mix being a child and being an adult. So you're gonna be a child in the sense where you are in the present, because I don't know if you notice that, but kids stay in the present. Like if you talk to kids and you ask them like questions about the future, you're gonna see that doesn't make sense to them. Like they don't understand like tomorrow, the past. Like it's it's all messed up for them, but they understand the present and they live in the present. And I remember one day I was chatting with my cousin, so she was very young back then. She was maybe 10. And I remember her telling me that she doesn't understand how adults can wait for an entire month to receive their salaries, because for her like a month feels like forever. And you see kids are like that. They live in the present and they don't worry much about the past or the future. So this is something that you need to practice. And again, as you heal, and this is how you're gonna heal actually. So you need to combine that innocence that you have as a child with the maturity of an adult. So the child that you're gonna be as a mature feminine woman is that you're gonna remain playful. You're gonna do things that you used to do as a child and that you loved. And as an adult, well, the mature side of you will be the person with strong boundaries, is the person who is focused, is the person who trusts her intuition as well. You see, and as you combine those things, those sides of you, you're gonna be extremely confident, extremely feminine, and extremely magnetic, because you will have developed inner peace and self-trust. Okay. The next thing that I want you to work on is that I want you to find a fitness routine that works for you. It's extremely important for you to find a gym routine or any fitness activity that works for you, and you need to experiment. You need to try a lot of things until you find what works for you. And it's the same thing with reading, right? I remember when I was studying sociology, I remember in the book at school, they said that people who said that they don't like reading are the people who didn't discover the kind of books that they enjoyed reading. I think that this is applicable to fitness as well and to working out. If right now you hate fitness and you hate working out and being active, it's because you haven't found a routine that works for you, and doesn't have to be what everyone is doing. It doesn't have to be bodybuilding. The thing with the gym is like it's practical, because that's basically the only sport that you can do all year round. But you can go to the gym and doesn't mean that you need to lift weight. It's true that, to shape your body and transform your body, yes, you're gonna have to lift weight, because it's gonna be way faster. But you can do this a little bit and then do something else. Maybe you prefer, classes, which is awesome. And what's great with classes is like it's easier for you to make friends. So yeah, find a way for you to enjoy it. And so yeah, you need to discover what works for you and also why you want to work out. Like some people, for example, manage to stay consistent with the gym because they made friends, and then they tell them, okay, I'll be there next Wednesday. And you see, because they're committed to coming back on Wednesday, they stick to it. So you see, think about a way that works for you, and we all have different motivations. So there is something that's gonna help you stay motivated, and you need to figure that out, because it's extremely important for you to remain active, because it keeps you healthy. It allows you to feel wonderful. You absolutely need to find a routine, a gym routine that works for you. So maybe it's better for you to work out at home, then that's fine. Work out at home. Maybe you prefer the gym, then that's fine. Go to the gym. Maybe it's better for you to do group classes, then yeah, do that. That's great. Maybe you prefer to work out with a trainer, do that. That's also bomb. Maybe it's a community that you are missing. You see, there are many ways to make it work for you. And maybe you are in your 30s and you feel like, yeah, I've tried so many things, I just give up with the gym. No, you can't give up with the gym. You can't give up on your health, because it's important enough. If you don't have great health, you have nothing. So another point that I want to mention is that you need to learn how to eat better. So maybe you have the education already, you know what's good for your health and all of that, but what's hard for you is the discipline to stick to your healthy meal plan. Well, you need to find ways to make it easier for you, because this is important enough, and there are little tricks that you can implement for you to stay disciplined. I also want you to understand that this is a journey, and it's not like in 2 weeks, boom, my cupboards are perfect. It's all veggies, organic veggies, chia seed, and all of that. No, it doesn't work like that. It takes time, and you don't have to enjoy every healthy food. Okay, there are things that you enjoy, things that you don't enjoy, and keep in mind that, for example, if you follow a woman on social media and you feel like, oh my god, what she eats looks so bomb, like she cooks really well, and you feel guilty because you don't cook this well, that's okay. Like, your food is not primarily meant to be pretty anyway. Do with what you have, work with what you have, and that's gonna be okay. Experiment with recipes. If you have a high tolerance for food repetition, then that's okay for you to eat the same thing all the time. Like, do what do what works for you. Okay. And now what you need to do is that you need to take a break with social media. And when I talk about taking a break, I'm not saying that you need to delete your account, but what you can do at least is following the people who make you feel insecure. And maybe they don't make you feel insecure, but you just tend to compare yourself a lot. Like, I feel like when you spend so much time thinking about bodies in general, it makes you more self-conscious of yours. And I think that you need to detach yourself a little bit of that idea that bodies exist actually. And what you need to do is that you need to focus more on the mind, not only yours, but also the mind of the people you choose to follow. So what I suggest doing is spending less time on Instagram to start with and spend more time on YouTube, because I don't think that social media is bad, but I just think that some platforms are more focused on, appearance and all of that. Whereas I feel like YouTube is more about exchanging ideas and yeah, you see the person, you see the other dimensions of the person. So yeah, if you love social media and you love, consuming free content like this all the time, yeah, what I suggest is simply spending more time on YouTube and less time on Instagram. Okay. And keep in mind that those platforms are a business, so they make money when you spend a lot of time on it. And this is something that helped me spend less time on it. I was telling myself, okay, they're making so much money when I'm consuming content and I'm not getting any of it. So yeah, I have no reason to spend this amount of time on social media because I'm not getting my bills paid. Okay. So this has been the mindset. So this has been the mindset shift that happened for me. And another thing that you need to do is that you need to stop focusing so much on your flaws, and you need to understand that we all have flaws, and no one is thinking about your flaws as much as you think about them, and no one cares this much about your flaws. And you need to understand that when people find you attractive, it means that they love globally the way you are. It's not that one thing that make them choose to hang out with you. You need to stop focusing so much on your flaws. And what I want you to understand is, like, you are globally attractive. And just like when you find someone attractive, it's not because they have that one thing. Okay. Humans are multidimensional. So when you like someone, it's not just about that one thing, it's the whole package, right? So yeah, and I want you to see yourself like that. This is how I want you to perceive yourself from now on. I want you to look at yourself globally, and you know that globally you are attractive. It's not about your hair. It's not just because you have great hair that you're attractive. It's like you have an amazing personality, you are funny, you are kind, you are compassionate, you have an amazing smile, you are uplifting, and you make the world a better place. So yeah, and also you need to keep in mind that you don't find everyone attractive. So that's completely okay that not everyone will find you attractive. And you need to keep in mind that even the women that you find beautiful, well, not everyone find them beautiful. So you see, and that's the same thing for you. There are some people, maybe I'm gonna show you, I can share here some women that I find them beautiful, and you're gonna tell me that it's not really your ideal. It's because there are many reasons for that. Maybe it's because, like, you can't identify yourself with. And it doesn't matter if not everyone finds you attractive, because at the end of the day, you don't find the entire planet attractive, and you aren't attracted by the entire planet, and that's totally fine. And also, what I want you to keep in mind is that we are all someone's stand. There is someone who finds you attractive, but also I don't want you to validate yourself based on that only. And the reason why I say that, because I notice that some women won't find themselves attractive, but because they know that they can be attractive to someone else, they end up, acting like a pick me, and they lower their standard because they think, yeah, he finds me attractive, and it's like the only person who finds me attractive. No, okay, we are all someone's stand, and also they can't find you attractive if they don't treat you well. No respect, no love. Forget that you have less than 24 hours to join my free webinar and to be able to attend this Tuesday or the